Jim Campbell.
Hey, welcome to SEMA. Well, this is the new Camaro Krypton concept, the first of many sixth-generation Camaros you're going to see tonight. It's based on the all-new, leaner, lighter, quicker 2016 Camaro. And it features a bright and bold Krypton green paint. This paint is special. You flip a switch, and electricity charges a cascade of bow ties right down the bodywork. You know, Chevrolet is committed to ingenuity, and SEMA is a great place to demonstrate new parts, accessories, and innovative technologies like this Krypton paint. What do you think? We love it. Well, on behalf of everyone at Chevrolet, we'd like to welcome our media guests who are here with us in Las Vegas. Guess what? We're also live streaming, so it's great to have the online audience tuning in from all around the world. I know there's so many Corvette and Camaro clubs that are watching here tonight, so welcome. You can follow us on Twitter and track the action online by using hashtag ChevySEMA. We'll also post the latest SEMA news at ChevySEMA.com and theblock.com. Now, our press releases and photos are available at our media site. So now, I'd like to recognize a few guests in the audience. First, our president of GM North America and Chevrolet's global brand chief, Alan Beatty. Alan's here. Alan, thanks for being here. And members of Alan's team from North America are here, including Steve Hill, Ken Morris, who's our Vice President of Global Product Integrity, John Stapleton, Tim Turvey, Brandon Vivian, Eric Cunningham, and Al Oppenheiser, our Chief Engineer on Camaro. Guys, thanks for being here. Now from NHRA, President Peter Clifford's here, along with Graham Light, Gary Darcy, Terry Blount, and Robin Trout. And I'd also like to welcome SEMA CEO Chris Kirsting, along with SEMA Chairman Doug Evans, and members of the leadership and board. It's great to have you here. And finally, I'd like to welcome longtime Chevrolet performance partner and 15-time AMA motorcycle champion, Ricky Carmichael, the GOAT. He's here. Ricky, great to see you. There he is. Now, Chevy's had a long, proud history at SEMA, from the introduction of the Chevy small block V8 to the big block V8 to the parts that have enhanced performance and style for generations. And we're proud to be back at SEMA for our 38th year. And our mission remains consistent. We want to showcase Chevrolet as a brand of choice for personalization, performance, and enhanced capability. You know, we apply the same processes used to develop our vehicles to the development of our accessories and our performance parts. Our parts are designed, they're engineered, they're fitted, they're integrated, tested, and validated, just like our vehicles. So as a result, we warranty the part. And importantly, the total vehicle warranty remains intact, providing great coverage. Simply put, our accessories and performance parts are designed, engineered, tested, and backed by Chevrolet. Now tomorrow we're going to open the Chevy exhibit and feature 24 vehicles along with new accessories, new wheels, new performance parts, including crate engines, transmissions, and controllers. And around the corner we'll have our 4 working garage bays where our experts can answer your questions. And we'll also have a Chevy ride and drive outside Central Hall with Colorado, Silverados, and Camaros. Plus, our professional drivers are going to give a few hot laps in Corvette Stingrays. It's going to be a lot of fun. You got to check it out. Now, our race road display is located right near the ride and drive, and it features winning Chevy race cars from 5 different series, including Jeff Gordon's number 24 Chevrolet SS. I don't know if you saw it, but Jeff, yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Congratulations to Jeff Gordon and the number 24 team for that big win in Martinsville yesterday. They locked up a position in the final NASCAR championship race. We couldn't be prouder of Jeff and his whole team. Congratulations, Jeff. Now, let's get rolling with this special ride. This is the 1967 Nova. What do you think? Well, this is a project car we discovered at the Woodward Dream Cruise a couple years ago. It was a perfect donor car for a totally new take on a resto mod. Our team in Michigan, they built the car. They crafted the exterior with billet aluminum, tuck bumpers, shaved door handles, 17-inch custom wheels with a custom black gold paint. Now it's fun to watch this time-lapse video that highlights all the hard work. It certainly didn't take 30 seconds to build this one. Now under the hood, we featured a crate engine that we debuted right here at SEMA last year. It's a 2.0 liter direct injected turbocharged 4-cylinder LTG crate engine combined with a 6-speed manual transmission in this Nova. Now the LTG features an advanced dual scroll turbo that builds 20 pounds of boost, generating 272 horsepower, which is more than the 283 small block V8 from the factory in the day. Our team drove the Nova over 1,000 miles on the power tour from Wisconsin to Louisiana. We also did some test runs out at our proving grounds in Michigan. 0 to 60 in just 6.2 seconds. That's a full second quicker than a Nova Super Sport with the hot 327 V8 that was tested by Car Life magazine back in 1967. This LTG might be the right crate engine for your next project car. Now let's take a look at a couple more Chevy concepts. Please welcome Roger McCormick and Shandor Pizar from the Chevy team. Right. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Shandor. Welcome, buddy.
Thanks, Jim.
Roger, take it away.
Hey, Roger. This is the Colorado Redline concept.
And this is the Malibu Redline. A completely redesigned body structure gives this all-new 2016 Malibu a sleek and dramatic look. It's packed with innovative safety features and industry-leading connectivity like 4G LTE, Apple CarPlay, and much more. Under the hood, just like the 67 Nova you just saw, is the advanced LTG 2-liter direct-injected turbo 4-cylinder. In the Malibu, it's matched with an 8-speed automatic. For the Redline, we played up Malibu's new design even more, with a lowered suspension, liquid silver ice paint, satin graphite trim, with signature red accents on the 19-inch graphite wheels, the fog-like bezels, and the nameplates.
And the Redline look also works on a truck. Like you see here on the Colorado, the best-selling, fastest-selling truck in the industry. It features red highlights on the wheels and red mirror caps, as well as red highlights on the badges. And since it's a truck, red tow hooks as well. Plus, this Colorado features new Chevrolet performance parts in terms of a performance intake kit and a performance exhaust system. In addition to the Malibu and the Colorado, the Redline family of concept vehicles also includes the Silverado, Camaro, and Trax. And they all feature a hot performance look and Chevrolet's newest performance and accessory components.
We love these Redline concepts so much, we gave them their own neighborhood in our SEMA display. So look for this entire family of vehicles there. If you've been following our track record at SEMA, you know that if we get good feedback, we'll listen to the market.
Okay, let's keep up the pace and introduce our next concept vehicle.
This is the Corvette Z06 C7R Special Edition, and this is Corvette racing driver Tommy Milner. Welcome, buddy.
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Well, Tommy joined Corvette Racing in 2011. I'm going to tell you something. This guy made an amazing contribution in 2011 at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. You remember this. I want you guys to check out this video where this guy made a key pass with 2 hours and 10 minutes left in the race, driving the number 73 Corvette. We were behind Ferrari. Take a look at what this guy did. Wow, I love that. There you go, man. That was a big moment. Tommy and his team went on to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans in the GTE Pro class over Ferrari and the rest of the field. And this year, Tommy, Oliver Gavin, and Jordan Taylor won the 24 Hours of Le Mans again over Porsche, Ferrari, and Aston Martin. How about it? Way to go, man. Proud of you.
Thanks, Tim.
So first, tell us what it was like in that race to pass the Ferrari with 2 hours and 10 minutes to go. What was going through your mind? What was it like?
Yeah, I mean, it was my first year with the team, and to go to Le Mans where that team had such a storied history and so many wins there, and a lot of pressure. You were there, Mark Royce was there.
I had a little pressure, okay.
A little bit. But to be in the car at the end there and to be able to see the Ferrari in my windshield and catch them lap after lap and then to throw in some crazy weather conditions.
Yeah,
with
it's raining
the
a little
rain.
bit and misting.
And being on slicks, so some parts of the racetrack were very dry and some were wet. It was very difficult. But even if we didn't have that video, I still remember those exact moments for the rest of my life because that sort of has changed my life ever since then.
Well, you did an absolutely great job, and he passed the Ferrari, got a bit of a lead, handed the car over to Antonio Garcia, one of his teammates at the time, and Antonio and the rest of the team took it home for the win. So that was fantastic. And I know this year was pretty special too. Tell us a little bit about this year. We had a few challenges and then a few bright moments.
This year was tough for the team, and the cars were fast through practice, and then unfortunately in one of the qualifying sessions, the 63 car had a mechanical problem and was out of the race, and the car was too damaged to go on. So it was just one car for the race. That's the first time in the 16 years that Corvette's done that race. They only had one car in the race, and I think we had a bit of an advantage because now we had two whole crews working on just one car, and we had a faultless race. Again, we had to kind of chase the Ferrari towards the end of the race, which again was a lot of fun to watch. This time I was able to be in the pits to watch it, which is a bit more nerve-wracking actually than being in the car. I was very comfortable in the car, but watching from pit lane is pretty tough. So got another win, my second win, which is incredible. Just to be there for just at Le Mans is special, but to get a win there is something else.
Well, and by the way, he was one of three drivers doing multiple stints over 24 hours, and you guys brought home, as you said, your second win. And by the way, that was Corvette's 8th win, which is really an incredible feat, and you've been a big key part of that. Now, Corvette Racing also had a great year overall, winning the Triple Crown of Endurance Racing. That's basically winning in our class the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona, 12 Hours of Sebring, and of course the 24 Hours of Le Mans. That was a great year, and that was a combination of your efforts and the other team, right?
Yeah, it was for sure. I mean, the three car guys who are our teammates in our sister car, Antonio Garcia, Jan Magnussen, and Ryan Briscoe, had a great start to the season, winning both Daytona and Sebring. Obviously, it's a great way to start the year, and then we really sort of capped it off with that win at Le Mans.
That's great. Well, from those wins at Le Mans, you have 2. Corvette Racing has 8. Corvette has a long tradition of competing and winning on the track. From the 60s of Zorarkas, Duntoff, Briggs Cunningham, through the C5R, the C6R, and the current Corvette C7R, which you're a team member on. To celebrate this winning heritage, we've created this C7R Special Edition. And Tommy, it looks just like your race car, don't you think? I mean, it kind of looks like your race car.
It does, absolutely. I can tell the front tire's been used too. That's good. It's good to see.
There we go. Smoking like a racer. Well, this Z06 Corvette has a Z07 package with the LT4 supercharged V8, 650 horsepower, 8-speed automatic carbon ceramic brakes, of course, Michelin PS2 cup tires. What do you think about the performances? You've had a chance to drive the Z06, and this is a pretty special car.
I have driven it now, and my first experience with it was last year at Road Atlanta, actually. And most street cars, I feel pretty comfortable. I can kind of get in, just kind of get the most out of the car right away. And this was the first street car I've ever driven where it took me 10, 15 laps to feel like I could really extract the performance out of the car. So I ended up starting off with some street car lines, so to speak, and then as I finished, I was driving more like my race car. And it's incredible to feel the downforce that this car has and the capabilities that this car has in the racetrack is like I've never felt from any street car ever.
Oh, that's great. And 0 to 60, 2.95 seconds, lateral acceleration, 1.2 Gs. We're talking, kind of exotic supercar performance at a real affordable level, I believe. And the C7R limited edition, it's of course available in yellow and black, and they both look great. We're building 500 units, each individually numbered. Now, I want to tell you, there is a gentleman in the audience that took delivery of the first one, and I want to thank him. He's one of our first customers to take delivery of it, so round of applause for our Corvette customer who's here with us. Thank you very much. Where is he? There he is, right there. Ron, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, thanks for bringing this special edition out. I appreciate it, and really thank you for everything you're doing. Everybody, Tommy Milner. Thank you, buddy. Well, there's another guy who's made great contributions to Corvette racing. Let's watch this video. Welcome, Corvette racing champion Ron Fellows. Ron, great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. Ron, welcome to SEMA.
Thank you for having me.
And this guy's had an amazing career. 25 wins, 3 drivers' championships with the American Le Mans Series with Corvette racing. He's won the biggest races, including the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona, not only in the class, but that year in 01, didn't you guys win overall?
Wearing the watch.
Oh, wearing the watch, all right. Hey, let's make a deal afterwards. But think about that. One is class,
what it
one
cost
overall.
Chevrolet for this watch.
That's right, okay. Good point. Plus he's won the 12 Hours of Sebring and the 24 Hours of Le Mans. How many times?
Twice, yes.
Twice. And the first couple times?
Yeah, the first, we got the firsts, yes.
First and the second for Corvette Racing when we entered as a factory team. So Ron's now the force behind the Ron Fellows Performance Driving School at Spring Mountain. That's the official driving school of Corvette. And he's a partner at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park outside of Toronto. Ron, you're a busy guy.
Yeah.
You retire and you're busier than when you raced.
Yeah, well, it's been, we've got, this is actually 20 years this year I've been with Chevrolet. And certainly the best years were being part of the Corvette racing program from its inception. And the performance driving school with Corvette was just a natural extension. So we're really enjoying it and staying very busy.
I know, I can tell. Well, Ron was a natural to work with our engineers on a special car that we want to show you right now. Let's roll the video. Well, this is the Stingray Track Day, and this is our Director of Performance Variants and Parts, Mark Dickens. Mark, welcome. How you doing, buddy?
Thanks, Jim.
See ya.
Good to see you. Good to see you
Good to
again.
see you. Well, last year at SEMA, Mark Dickens introduced over a dozen Z06 high-performance parts concepts. They were designed for use on our Corvette Stingray. And after the show, these two guys got started talking. Ron, tell us about that discussion you had with Mark.
Yeah, it was basically taking a Z51, but let's what do we got to do to the platform? What do we got to do to the stopping power, cornering stability, dealing with a lot of heat, in excess of 100-degree ambient temperature, and have this thing be on slicks.
So be on racing slicks, have a guy like Ron Fellows, champion driver, running 10/10ths, and really delivering fast lap times. And so, Mark, did you take that challenge? The Corvette, you took this challenge right on.
We sure did, and it was great because the Corvette concept parts that we showed here at SEMA last year was the foundation for what Ron had asked for. So he wanted a Stingray Z51 that was capable of running 10/10ths on a racing slicks on a very hot Nevada summer day. And I tell you, it's been a collaborative effort.
Well, to build a good race car that would work with the Michelin race slicks, you guys focus on cooling, focus on aerodynamics, handling, and braking. So let's bring the boards out. Guys, bring them on out. Mark, I want you to walk us through these parts. So just roll them up here, guys. And let's take us through what you did in each of these categories, and we'll flip these boards around a little bit as well.
Sure, Jim. The first thing we had to do is address cooling. We had to get as much air under the hood as we possibly could to reduce powertrain temperatures. We did this with the Z06 grill, which flows 17% more air through, dropping coolant and water and oil temps by 10 degrees. Let's go ahead and turn this around, guys. Yep. So after that, we backed this up with a Z06 radiator fan that's 600 watts, plug and play. Then the guys came up with a really neat idea. Once the water goes to the engine block and the oil cooler, it's pretty warm. So we run that water through an auxiliary water cooler that drops the water temps by another 14 degrees and takes the oil temps down with it. And then beyond that, the Z51 has a trans cooler. We reach up and pull down the Z06 rear quarter vents, which flow 25% more air to the trans cooler, as well as a 65% larger trans cooler.
Okay.
All this works. Ron tested the car. He tested in ambient temperatures of 102 degrees, and it didn't overheat.
Okay. What about the suspension pieces?
Well, the suspension we pulled down from actually had developed for our SECA Touring 1 package, which has lower control arms with up to 500% stiffer bushings. Front and rear stabilizer bars, 40% roll resistance improvement in the front, 20% in the rear, as well as track-tuned dampers. And these dampers are tuned for racing tires. Let's go ahead and turn this around, guys. We also reached up to the Z06 and improved the braking as well. We grabbed the Z06 monoblock 6-piston Brembo calipers with the 370 millimeter 2-piece vented and slotted rotors, as well as the rear calipers, which are 4-piston vented and slotted rotors as well, with the 365 millimeter diameter.
Mark, I think you know your stuff. That's what I've just determined. These parts are already engineered and validated for the Z06, so Mark and his team knew they'd fit and perform well on the Stingray Z51, improve the durability and performance of the Stingray. It's being tracked like a guy like Ron Fellows. So Ron, you helped us tune the car. Mark and his team took the car out to our Milford Road course. You took it out here to Spring Mountain.
Yes, we did.
What was it like? I think you brought a video.
Yes, well, let's run the video. No, it was great fun to drive in. It was really enjoyable to work with Mark and his team to develop the car. And we had multiple tests in Spring Mountain. As Mark mentioned, the last test was in 102 degrees heat, and I did multiple tanks of fuel. And again, it was just great fun to get the car to evolve from that Z51 package on the slicks. And in the end, it was substantially quicker. And I'll tell you what, just huge fun to drive.
That's great. In fact, about 4 seconds quicker than our standard Stingray Z51.
Correct.
So that's great. I appreciate the work you guys did together. What's next for the track day car?
Well, we liked it so much, and with the huge popularity of the 7th generation Corvette, and some of the demand and interest from owners, and also at Spring Mountain from the membership at the Country Club, we are going to do a series. So the Michelin Corvette Challenge begins in February of next year, and it's an entry level.
Hey, that's great news. I love it.
Let me get to work.
You get to work. We got to put him back to work. He's not busy enough. Let's see what it looks like. There it is. All right, congratulations, Ron. Well, we just keep going here. Yeah, that's big news. It really is. I think the Corvette community is going to love it. I think you're going to get a lot of interest in it. And here's more good news. These Z06 parts and T1 suspension are available right now in the Chevrolet Performance Parts catalog. So guys, thanks for sharing your story. We can't wait to see this car on the track. Now, let's take a look at another 2016 Camaro. Let's roll it. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Ron. Please welcome our Director of Global Accessory Engineering and Program Management, Jennifer Goforth. Jennifer, I like the ride. Welcome.
Thanks.
Well, tell us about this Camaro you brought out.
For this vehicle, our team wanted to create a great looking package of Chevrolet accessories that added visual punch without breaking the bank. So in the front, we've got our black bow tie, blacked out grille, 20-inch wheels, and red fender stripes. On the inside, I don't know if many of you can see this, we've got red knee pads and premium carpet. We also have an interior trim kit that's got an illumination package that links with the illumination on the center cluster, and it offers the customers 26 unique colors to personalize their interior.
I love it. I love it.
Now that made a really great impact, but because this is SEMA, we didn't stop there. We lowered the suspension, added the Brembo front brake package, performance exhaust, and under the hood, we've got a red engine cover and performance intake.
Okay, that's awesome. Does this treatment work with other colors?
You know what? It works for everything but red. If you do have a red car, I've got a different package for you.
Okay, let's take a look. Okay.
We've got this is the 2016 Black Accent package, and it really makes the Camaro look even racier. We've got rally stripes, a black bow tie, blacked out grille, black wheels, and black ground effects. The other side, we've got a carbon fiber fuel door and blacked out taillights.
You also offer some illumination kits on this one as well?
Yeah,
right?
this vehicle also has the illumination kit and the interior that links the interior door trim with the IP.
And what about the bow ties?
We have a great looking illuminated bow tie that you've seen on some of the vehicles today in gold and black.
I love how it looks. Now earlier, I mentioned our testing and validation process, and Jennifer's team leads that engineering effort. Tell us a little bit more about your approach to testing and validation.
Our team does extensive lab testing that correlates directly to what the customers will experience in the real world. So we just talked about the illuminated bow tie, and the first thing, don't be too quick to think that this is just another aftermarket lit emblem. Our illuminated bow tie is a highly complex, patented design that actually illuminates through the chrome surround. It's comprised of multiple components that are sonic welded together to make the assembly.
So what are some of the examples of how you tested those?
Yeah, so because we link it with the key on and key off, we cycle it 1.5 million times to simulate every time the vehicle's turned on. As I mentioned, we've got multiple components within the bow tie, and each of those components is a different material that all expand and contract at different rates. So to ensure we've got an excellent seal, we heat it to 185 degrees Fahrenheit, then we dunk it into a chilled water bath, and we cycle that multiple times to ensure we've got a great seal.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what about things like highway rock hits?
Yeah, so another customer experience is a rock hit at highway speeds. If you're going to invest money in an illuminated bow tie, you want to make sure that it's going to meet those needs. So what we do is we test the worst case scenario where we chill it to a negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit in an environmental chamber, and then we expose it to a steel ball drop. And that simulates that rock hit.
That's great. Well, those are excellent examples of the testing and validation process that you all do.
Yeah, it's just a taste of the attention to detail that we take into our accessories, and as a result, our customers can buy our accessories knowing that we'll stand behind it with a full warranty.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I love the illuminated bow ties. I know there's a lot of folks in the Chevy team that love them as well. Thanks for sharing information about these two cars and your approach to testing and validation, everybody.
All right.
Thanks so much. Nice job. Well, the 6th generation Camaro news just keeps coming. Take a look. Well, this is the Chevrolet Performance Camaro, and Mark Dickens is back to take us through all the performance parts. So, Mark, what do you got?
Got a lot of cool parts, Jim, for the 2016 Camaro. Starting with something we haven't done before, an actual 20 millimeter lowering kit that has actually tuned dampers for the lowering, so it preserves the ride and handling of the production car. We also have a 6-piston brake caliper, monoblock Brembo brake with a 370 millimeter 2-piece slot and vented rotors. Let's go ahead and turn it around, guys. We also have a cold air induction kit, which improves the inlet restriction by 17%. And the cool thing here is with the engine calibration that comes with it, it's 50 states certified emissions legal. We also have a performance exhaust system, which is 2 3/4 inch stainless steel with a 4-inch stainless steel tip. This exhaust system reduces back pressure by 25%, and again, it is 50 states emission compliant.
Yep. How about the front splitter, rear spoiler?
So we also have, as you can see on the car, a front splitter and a blade spoiler. They've been tested in wind tunnel and generated 100 additional counts of balance down for us.
I like how that car looks. I like the performance parts. But we've also amped up the look of it with some general accessories, including 20-inch forged aluminum wheels, accessory grille, custom engine cover, a decal package, and custom interior touches. So these accessories and parts will be available for customers to personalize and enhance the performance of their 2016 Camaro. Now, Mark's going to be available after the show, and he'll be here all week at SEMA to answer your questions. Mark, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Well, we have another Camaro. Let's take a look. Well, please welcome our Design Director for Accessories, Todd Parker, along with Roger McCormick. Welcome, guys. What do you have?
Thanks, Jim. This is the Camaro Hyper concept. It's named after the Hyper Blue paint, which is a new color for us on the Gen 6 Camaro. It also has white pearl rally stripes to match the ceramic white interior. And we wanted the black illuminated bow tie that Jennifer talked about to be right out front.
And the bow tie sits in a custom grille with metallic inserts. The Hyper also has a lowered suspension, polished 20-inch 5-spoke forged wheels, and a blue engine cover to go with the exterior. It gives the 6th-generation Camaro owners even one more way to personalize their ride. There's no denying the appeal of this look, which is why we have another exciting Camaro to bring out next.
So this is our 2nd gen 1970 Camaro. It obviously has a matching paint scheme to the Hyper. It has up front, it has a custom front grille, which is somewhat reminiscent of the Gen 6 car. It also has LED headlamps and tail lamps. And what I like most about this car is its stance, and we achieve that by doing a couple things. It has a 4-link suspension in the rear. It actually has Corvette Z06 suspension up front, as well as Z06 brakes, and they're put to the ground with these massive 19-inch wheels and tires. Inside, we added a 6-point roll cage to stiffen the unibody, and that also pays dividends in ride and handling.
The car looks great, and it's got something really special to go with the hot look, and here it is. This is the LT4. It's the most powerful Chevrolet small block V8 ever produced. It's supercharged, and it's from the Corvette Z06. 650 horsepower, 650 pounds-feet of torque. It says it all, doesn't it? The LT4 is matched to the high-performance T56 Super Magnum 6-speed manual transmission.
And now Jim Campbell can tell us how to order a new LT4 crate engine and many of the other parts used on these Camaros.
Okay, guys. Well, I like these cars a lot. Thanks for bringing these Camaros out. I love them. Well, tonight we're really pleased to announce that you can order the Gen 5 LT4 V8 from the all-new 2016 Chevrolet Performance Parts catalog. And there's the cover. And you can order this tonight. So if you're interested, you can call your dealer or jump online. This is over 420 pages of power and personalization of this catalog. Now, the LT4 complements the widest selection of Chevrolet crate engines in the industry. Small blocks, big blocks, LS, LTG, and circle track engines. We have another important new engine. I want to show it to you right now. It's right over this way. This is the all-new 405 horsepower ZZ6 crate engine. This is based on the original Gen 1 small block V8. It incorporates modern performance features from our LS engines. Beehive-style valve springs, roller cam and rockers, fast burn heads, and high energy ignition. Now the ZZ6 is offered in a base or turnkey configuration. It can be paired with our Super Magnum 6-speed manual transmission. Now the 2016 catalog also features 6 new Connect and Cruise powertrain packages with the Super Magnum 6-speed manual transmissions. Of course, we have all those new Camaro performance parts, including the lowering kit that Mark talked about, intake, exhaust, plus that brake kit with the Brembo calipers. For Corvette, we have all the Z06 performance parts and that T1 suspension that Mark and Ron talked about. And for Colorado and Silverado, performance air intakes, exhaust systems, underbody protection, and yep, off-road tires. So we have copies of the new Chevrolet Performance Catalog for everybody here in the audience, or you can download a PDF at chevrolet.com/performance. Now, we also have plenty of parts for drag racers. In fact, Chevrolet has a long history of drag racing. Our winning history started from the grassroots. We've been proud to partner with teams from sportsman classes to Pro Stock to Funny Car and Top Fuel. And this year, we're proud to have partnered with one of the most legendary teams in the sport. Take a look. Well, please welcome 16-time champion and Hall of Fame racer, John Force. Funny Car champion and president of John Force Racing, Robert Height. And Top Fuel driver, Brittany Force. Welcome. I gotta tell you, it's great to have you on Team Chevy. It really is. And John, for you, welcome back to Chevy.
Really exciting for me, Jim. Want to thank you personally. I started my career professionally in 1975 and went down under. You've heard I've been on fire from here to Australia. That's a fact. In a Chevrolet Vega, I raced down there, set the national record in Australia and Sydney, and just been really a great run. But it's not over yet.
I know. Well, these are some of your Chevys that you raced right here, right? Right up here.
I raced a little bit of everything from Corvettes. I've won championships in an Illumina.
Yep.
Been so long, only Robert knows all the stats, but I forget them. But I drove, like I said, Monzas and Camaros. I've driven them all, but hey, I lost a partner, Jim, and I needed a home, and things changed for me, and I wanted to go back. I wanted to be in Detroit, but I wanted to go back where I started, the cars that I drove as a kid when I first got my driver's license, and you know that was a Chevrolet, that's a fact. And you opened that door for me. I needed an OEM partner. We need engineering, we need aero, we need all of that, and you made that possible. So God bless you. All my family's in Chevrolets, and we're just glad to be home.
Well, great. Well, thank you very much, John. It's great to have you here. And I have my boss, Alan Beatty's here, and he's been a big supporter as well as Mark Royce. So welcome back home. And Robert, for you, you've had quite a season, and yesterday was a big day, wasn't it?
What a great weekend for all of Team Chevy, you know, with Jeff Gordon winning and moving on to the next round. Erica Enders wrapping up the Pro Stock Championship in that Camaro.
Yep.
And then us getting the win out there at the Toyota Nationals. I don't think Toyota described it that way. They didn't like a shot.
I like that, everybody. Hey, wait, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Robert's run and then tell us a little bit about this final run. Let's run it.
Tommy Johnson smokes the tires and Robert Height flies through the winner's circle. How about 3.9? 5.
Wow, there's a win right there. Congratulations. What was that last run like, and the runs all day yesterday?
It was a great day. The funny car competition is so close these days, and you're seeing, you know, times separated by thousandths of a second. And I'm going down the track, and obviously I didn't see the other guy on the other side, and I'm just staring at that win light, and boy, when that came on, it was so exciting. But what even made it better is to share the winner's circle with your team yesterday.
That was great. Well, we're real proud of what you all have done, and John has a couple wins this year. You got a couple. And so thank you for that. Brittany, you have got to tell me, what is it like to drive a Top Fuel dragster? What does it feel like the moments before the race?
Honestly, that's something I can't compare it to anything. The first time I climbed in Top Fuel Dragster. I was absolutely terrified. I was driving out to the track with my dad, and there were clouds in the sky, and I was hoping that those clouds were going to roll in and it was going to rain so I'd get out of it because I was so terrified. And I climbed in, and my dad gave me a pep talk like he always does, and I climbed in the car, strapped me in, and my first time I actually went down the track, didn't go all the way down. I told him it was so blurry I couldn't see anything. And now I'm actually in my 3rd year driving the Top Fuel Dragster, and like my dad said, with experience, with seat time, everything kind of slows down and you can really find where you're at. So the whole blurry vision where you don't know if you're on the starting line or the finish line, that all goes away, luckily. And like I said, I can't compare it to anything. It's not like being on a roller coaster, but the best thing I could come up with is my seatbelts. My guys pull me down so tight that I can't even take a deep breath. There's not enough space in there. And still, when I step on that throttle and launch off the starting line, it throws me to the back of my seat. And it's something that you don't get used to. Every time it's still a shock, and I get butterflies, you get nervous and you're excited, but it's something I love and I've always loved.
Well, she has tremendous focus. One more thing, how fast do you go in a run?
329 miles per hour is my top speed.
Okay, I don't know how you all commute to work, but I like how she commutes to work. Hey, I want to thank all of you for being on Team Chevy. John, I know you're so proud of all 3 of your daughters. Tell us a little bit about your daughters, and we have one more of your daughters here with us tonight, but tell us a little bit about all your daughters. I know you're proud.
Well, my daughter Adrian, Robert's wife, she's a CFO of our company. She runs our program. My granddaughter Autumn is driving a junior dragster now. We're really excited about that. But I watched the girls. I actually got back in the funny car today and actually outran me. And she's semi-retired, but she's always ready to get back in the car and may get back in the future. Got married, had to raise those 2 little boys, Jacob and Noah. But she got in the car today, made 3 runs, ran over 300 miles an hour, so it was really great. So really proud of her. And naturally, Brittany, the only one, she's actually the fastest in the family. She runs over, the quickest, more than the funny cars in the dragster. Yeah, sure. And of course, Robert, my family here, he runs this company, because I'm a little crazy. I'm not corporate America. You know how that is. Yeah. But Courtney, my youngest, has really evolved like Brittany, and she's really doing good. I say, my girls, they talk like me, they drive like me. Hell, if they look like me, they'd have everything.
Well, speaking of Courtney, I want everybody to take a look at this video. So proud you're on Team Chevy. Let's run the video. Thank you, guys. Thanks.
That is a brand new national record, 325.06 miles an hour. And it's Courtney, 399. Wow. Hello, number 1.
Well, please welcome the driver of the Traxxas Chevrolet Camaro SS Funny Car, Courtney Force. Courtney, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. And it's great to have you on Team Chevy. And you know what? I remember your very first run this year at Pomona. I know you do too.
Oh yeah, I definitely do. It's great to be back with Team Chevy.
That's great. Well, let's run your first run. Tell us a little bit about that run.
All right.
Champ and Courtney Force. And it's Courtney, 399. Wow. Hello, number 1.
Wow. That is something. So tell us about how that run was for you.
That was a very nerve-wracking run. Obviously, Pomona is the opening of our NHRA season, and that was the first race being with Team Chevy, and to get that win, and then to run, our Chevy Camaro in the 3s, running a 399 at over 300 miles an hour, to get that win light, it was definitely exciting for our entire team.
And then yesterday I was out at the track with you all. I know we had a big race yesterday. Obviously, Robert won the funny car class. You had some amazing qualifying runs. Big day for you yesterday, too.
Yeah, it was. Actually, I had my career best ET over this past weekend at 3.933 seconds. And I think my top speed this weekend was 325 miles per hour. So I got the track speed record back here in Las Vegas. So it was exciting for our team this weekend.
That is great. Congratulations. Well, in addition to her efforts on the track, Courtney helped us with a special Camaro for SEMA. Let's show them, shall we?
Let's do it.
Well, this is the all-new 6th generation Copo Camaro. It's designed to run in NHRA Sportsman Stock Eliminator and Super Stock classes, and Courtney helped us with the design. What was that experience like? I know you had a couple stops along the way.
It was so exciting. I'm very honored to be able to be a part of this. I actually went straight from my race in Norwalk, Ohio, drove over to Michigan to go and see the Copo Build Center. Got to meet everybody there and really see start to finish how they build these Copo Camaros. And from the roll cage install, suspension, the paint. From there, I got to go on and actually go to the Chevrolet Design Center in Michigan, and it was really cool. I got to meet with everybody and really work with the design team with this car and give them a lot of input. Obviously, my goal was to obviously it's a race car, but my goal was to really get it to kind of reflect the car that's on the racetrack that I drive at over 320 miles an hour. So, we got that red hot paint and got some satin black in the back. Obviously, the signature John Force Racing X on the side of the car, right at the same spot, kind of by my rear tire on my funny car. So really just tried to get it to kind of get the same feeling as my funny car.
That's great, and I know the tires and wheels were something you wanted as well, right?
Yep, it was. I wanted to do dark wheels, and obviously we did the Goodyear slicks, so Goodyear Eagle slicks, which is the same as what we run on the track. So it was definitely important to me to kind of get the best reflection of what I drive at over 300 miles an hour and really put it into this car. I mean, we went back and forth with the design team. They did such an amazing job. We kind of threw ideas back and forth, and this is the ending design, and I'm so excited to kind of see it from paper to reality, and very thankful to be able to work with you guys and your entire team.
Well, you did a great job. Do you guys like it? We love it. I love it. Under the hood is a 350 cubic inch V8 with a 2.9 liter Whipple supercharger and a turbo 400 3-speed automatic. But there's another special reason why Courtney worked on this project with us. Can you tell us about that?
We are actually, Chevrolet and I, we're going to auction this car at Barrett Jackson, and all the proceeds will go to United Way. So we're really excited to be able to, it's all about giving back. So we're really thrilled to do it.
That's awesome. Love it. Love it. Well, Courtney, with your efforts, the United Way, it's important to everybody at Chevrolet. They're going to be able to help so many people in need. And I also want to thank Craig Jackson, Steve Davis, and I saw Gary Bennett from Barrett Jackson here earlier. Gary's right in the back there. Gary, thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause to Barrett Jackson. They waive all their fees. All the money goes to United Way. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, everybody at Barrett Jackson. Well, I just want to say before we go to the next car reveal, there's somebody special in the audience that's with you here too, right? This is somebody I think you're engaged to?
Yep.
And this is Graham Rahall's here, and Graham is a guy that we respect a lot. He runs on the IndyCar Series. He runs for the competitors, but we have a lot of respect for him. He is a fierce competitor behind the wheel of his IndyCar. So Graham, thanks for being here, and all the best to you and Courtney. Courtney, to you and Graham.
Thank you.
So thanks, Courtney. Everyone at John Force Racing, it's great to have you all on Team Chevy. Thank you so much, Courtney. Now, the Copo Camaro is technically a part that you can order from our Chevrolet Performance Parts catalog. So all you do is you order this part number, 201-69562, and that's what shows up. In addition to the supercharged 350, we'll also offer a naturally aspirated 427 cubic inch engine. We're going to produce 69 of these for 2016. If you're interested in the new Copo, you can get all the details at chevrolet.com/performance. Now, let's turn our attention to Chevy trucks. So please welcome Chevrolet's marketing director for trucks, Shandor Pizar. Welcome back, Shandor.
Thanks, Jim. Putting me on right after Courtney Force. Appreciate that, buddy. That's great. So a few years ago, Chevrolet developed a strategy to aggressively compete in all three segments of the pickup truck market: full-size light-duty, full-size heavy-duty, and mid-size trucks. And in less than 3 years, we introduced an all-new Chevy Silverado, the new Silverado HD, and our all-new Chevy Colorado mid-size pickup truck. All of these trucks share a common Chevy truck DNA, including being constructed with high-strength steel, having fully boxed frames, and featuring innovations such as our corner step rear bumper and 4G LTE Wi-Fi connectivity. The result is Chevy pickup truck sales are up 33%, far outpacing our domestic and import competitors. And the reason is simple. We listen to truck customers and design, engineer, and build Chevy trucks that meet their needs. And of course, we brought some trucks to SEMA this year. So let's start with Colorado, Motor Trend's unanimous winner of 2015 Truck of the Year. For those of you who were at SEMA last year, you saw us introduce a Trail Boss concept, and I'm happy to say that for 2016, we're bringing the Colorado Z71 Trail Boss to a Chevy showroom near you later this fall. And also for 2016, we're introducing the Colorado Duramax Diesel, a segment-exclusive and class-leading powertrain. We're expecting EPA numbers soon, and we're confident that the Colorado is going to offer the best fuel economy of any pickup truck on the market, as well as class-leading capability with a towing capacity of up to 7,700 pounds. For 2016, of course, we've got some more Colorado SEMA show trucks here, and we've got the new Colorado Trail Boss 3.0 concept to show you. For Trail Boss, we started with our capable Colorado with the off-road Z71 package. Then we added aggressive Duratrack tires on 17-inch wheels, wheel flares, and a sport bar mounted in the bed with LED high-intensity off-road lights. Then we added some more Chevrolet accessories and performance components for the show truck, and the inside is just as tough as the outside, featuring Chevrolet accessories floor liners and brushed metal trim, and finishing it off with ambient lighting offering multiple colors. Out back, we added some additional gear on accessories, including a bed divider and movable cargo tie-down rings. We also added an illuminated bow tie up front with a body-colored grille, unique graphics, and rocker bars. So that's Colorado. Now let's talk about Silverado, full-size truck in our lineup. If you're an outdoorsman, this is tonight's most significant vehicle. Let's take a look. This is our 2016 Silverado Realtree Bone Collector concept. Please welcome the founder and CEO of Realtree, Bill Jordan, and the stars of the hit TV show Bone Collector, Michael Waddell, Nick Munt, and Travis T-Bone Turner. How you doing, guys? Appreciate you joining us today.
How are you?
Great. Thanks for coming out. So, Bill, the Realtree brand and the designs you've come up with are iconic. People love Realtree. Why is that?
You know, I'm not exactly sure, other than it's be our 30th year anniversary this coming January. So it's just amazing to see all the people in the outdoor space enjoying Realtree, using the camo patterns for obviously the hunting and outdoor needs. And this thing over here just speaks volumes. And we're real excited about seeing this truck.
We're excited about it too, and it's a great fit having Realtree and Chevrolet together, and we're thrilled that you're working with us. Michael, thanks for coming out with the guys. What was your vision when you were working with our design team on this hot new concept truck?
Well, you know, first of all, it's just an honor to be a part of the Chevy team and be here tonight. So many different legends in the room, and have a chance to come out here, just old country boy from Booger Bottom, and to take all this in. It's pretty cool. But
that's in Georgia, by the way.
That's in Georgia, by the way. It's a real place. Don't have a red light. But I mean, the cool thing we wanted to do is, and obviously Chevrolet's always done one heck of a job of identifying what the outdoorsman needs. And if you're going to hunt, you need four-wheel drive. You need something that's going to get you there. I mean, you can't get to the outdoors unless you have the right utensils and the right tools to get there. And Chevy's always done a good job with that. But we want to go a step further and just add some things that we thought not only would add some cool lines and make it look real cool by the accents, but also some other things like the gun vault and different things that really comes into play that your typical truck wouldn't have. So really, we try to design the ultimate truck for the outdoors. And there's over 13 million of us who like to get out there and hunt and fish. And so this truck accommodates all those guys. And
Ultimate
ladies.
truck for the ultimate predator.
That's right.
There you go. And it's on our 2016 Silverado, which has a new muscular front end. It's a little bit more of an aggressive design, LED lights on all of our Silverado models, a boldly sculpted hood. What do you guys think of this new Silverado look?
I mean, look at it. It's amazing. Between Chevrolet, the Realtree graphics, and the Bone Collector graphics, and all the cool hunting accessories, I mean, this thing screams outdoors. It's amazing, don't y'all think?
Yeah. Looks great.
It does.
And we appreciate you giving us all one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Jim, we'll have to check the contract on that. I don't know about that. It also features some new Chevrolet performance parts. It's got a high-performance exhaust system, some giant rotors with Chevrolet Performance 6-piston calipers. That's a concept part we're working on with our partners at Brembo. And if we get a positive response to this truck, you may see this come to a Chevy showroom near you very soon. We're really glad you guys joined us tonight. We appreciate your enthusiasm for Chevy truck. It's a genuine. We're going to have you in our display space tomorrow to talk to your fans and talk Chevy trucks. We can't thank you guys enough.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Okay, now we've got another Silverado concept for you to check out right now. Let's roll the video. Silverado Special Ops concept. Chevrolet has a long history of supporting America's military and its veterans, and this concept is about pride for the most respected military units in the world. It focuses on appearance and function applied to our new 2016 Silverado. We reimagined a naval camo paint scheme that was developed over 100 years ago that was used to disguise the ship's speed, direction, and profile. And for nighttime ops, we added high-intensity LED lighting on the sport bar as well as embedded in the grille. The truck has plenty of space for personnel and mission-specific gear, and in the bed, it features factory spray and liner as well as movable tie-down hooks and other equipment to increase its gear-carrying capability. The Special Ops concept will be in our display all week, so come by and take a look at this truck, and if we get a positive response, you could see this truck coming to your Chevrolet showroom very soon.
Well, Chandra, we like that. I can tell you, we're not done with trucks yet.
We're not. We've covered Colorado, we've covered Silverado. The third truck in our lineup is our Silverado HD, and it makes the toughest jobs easier with features such as powertrain grade braking, diesel exhaust braking, and an integrated cruise control system. All of these work together to take the stress out of long-haul towing. And the Silverado HD's Duramax powertrain is a proven performer. We sold over 1.5 million Duramax engines, so it's no surprise that the Duramax was chosen to power the next generation Joint Light Tactical Vehicle for our U.S. military. Now that's what we call real military grade.
I like that. I like that. Well, Shandor, that's certainly a capable start for our next concept. We partner with a rock and roll legend who took time out of his busy schedule to record a video about his experience. So let's take a look.
We're down here in Warren, Michigan at the Design Center, designing up something special for SEMA. I mean, they just have the tools and the resources here to, you know, create magic. Oh, it looks like a lot of fun. How you doing?
Welcome to the studio.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
We have a lot of things set up for you. We have a recipe book of things that you can pick from, choose from, colors, fabrics. This is Jason Bliss.
This is a pleasure being honest with my brother.
Thanks,
Big
brother.
time. Been waiting a long time to meet you.
Thank you, man. Working with the design folks is a lot different than, you know, sitting in your bedroom on your computer, you know, coming up with designs for cars. My personal thoughts is to make something that is cool with a few small things that still keeps it in reach of a working class guy. The one thing I would say, if we're gonna go just a one step above like the Wow Factor, take that bow tie on the front, is just make it bigger.
That's a good idea, man.
Put a cool American flag coming off the bed. Now we're getting somewhere.
We're digging these, man.
Let's go.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just wondering who gets that thing when we're done. Excited to see it. Describe Silverado. That's a beast. Where's the air conditioning?
Whatever it is outside is 30 degrees hotter in here.
Woo. Nice to see you, man.
Nice to see you.
What do you got going here?
I'm lining the doors. I'll bring this down a little bit.
There you
See
go.
how nice and level that is? Feel it,
Three
man.
lines.
See how perfect that is?
Want to do one? You better stick with my guitar. I mean, this is the backbone of America, this plant right here. Pretty impressed. Hanging with some of the guys and gals that are working hard on the line here, watching some of the greatest trucks in the world be made. To produce these beautiful trucks says something about great America. It's one of the coolest things I've done for sure. One of the most meaningful things to be here in my backyard. It just sparks a sense of pride. Now, hopefully it does for all the people here too. Everybody, please welcome Detroit's own Kid Rock.
Oh, it is great to have you, Rock. Thanks so much for making the trip out here. And what a great truck. Thanks for helping us.
You're welcome. What fun.
What was it like going up to the plant in Flint, Michigan and checking out how we build these Silverado HDs?
Oh, very special. You know, I live right in the area, right there. So between going to the plant, you know, knowing people that have worked on that line my whole life and being able to go down and see exactly what they do and hear all those stories and then drive the truck right off it down to the tech center and then hear all those wonderful stories about that crazy place was it was something else, you know, especially beef right from that area. You know, my dad had a business close to there, everything, so.
That's great. And then you made the run down to our design center in Warren, Michigan, and got to hang out with the guys in the design center.
I did.
And how was that?
Incredible.
And
there's some great secretive stories about that place that if you can ever get your hands on, I would recommend. But also just being down there and watching the whole thing come to life, you know. Of course, anybody that says bigger is not better. You know the joke on that. So I wanted the big bow tie and the stovepipes and just kind of, you know, really make it big, badass, you know, new age of Detroit, you know, something that's just bigger and better than all the rest.
Absolutely. And I think this is the other thing we had asked about doing. You like the chrome front end and inscription of Born Free. It looks great.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's blacking things out nowadays, which I understand. There's something to that, but to me, there's just something timeless about going out and shining up your chrome.
That's great. Well, this thing also has, of course, the Duramax diesel. We think the bow tie is big enough. I remember that was your idea. And actually, you know, the other thing is, the night before you came to the design center, you did some homework on this thing too, didn't you? Mm-hmm. I think you spent some time looking at creating some ideas.
Yeah, I mean, you can go online with, you know, the interactive stuff and sit there and toy around with colors and this, that, and the other. And then, you know, have a beer or two and your mind really starts working about what can I do here. And it's a good way to kill a night with your girl.
Well, it's great to have you at our design center working on this. It was an absolute pleasure. You did a great job on this. What do you guys think? Do you like it? All right. Well,
the folks in the design center did all the hard work. I just got to come in there and run my mouth, so thank you to them.
Well, before you go, would you mind just standing right at the front of the truck? I know everyone wants to get the picture, including me. I'm going to get my phone out here. Everyone grab your phone. And let's get one picture here. There it is right there. And everybody grab your pictures. We're also live streaming tonight, so everybody who's watching around the world, shout out to Kid Rock. Amazing job. Start that music for me. I love it. I love it. Let's give a big round of applause there. Kid Rock. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for everybody here. Appreciate it.
What a way to end the show. Thank you. Thank you, Ron. Well, that's our show for SEMA 2015. Our press releases and photos are available online right now. You can follow all the action this week at Chevrolet.com and at theblock.com. For those of you watching the live stream, thanks for joining us. For our guests here in Las Vegas, you now have a chance to come up, check out the vehicles, our accessories, our performance parts. Thank you very much. Have a great SEMA.